We have so many details and tricks in eFootball that if you gather them all, they will have a huge positive impact on your gameplay. And I know many people don't pay attention to them, but they are very useful. Last month I made the first part and you guys really liked it, so here we are with the next one. So without any further ado, let's go for 10 tips that will make you a better player in eFootball. Most people's problem when they want to use dribbles is the right timing. But there's one point here that many players miss it, which makes dribbling so much easier. If I perform any dribble even way before my player touches the ball, he's still gonna do it. No matter which dribble it is, just do everything you want earlier and your player will do it anyway. So with this one thing, you don't need to move your sticks exactly in a specific touch. Next one is about one of the easiest dribbles in eFootball, which is really effective at the same time. With finesse dribble, your player can roll the ball with the sole of his foot to anywhere you want. That helps you to change your direction in tight positions and easily pass your opponent's players.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
All you need to do is hold the L2 button and move your player with your left stick. And that's the way to activate the finesse dribble and use it on the pitch. It just needs some practice and test to be able to perform it in the right situations. We know center forwards have the most impact on scoring goals in a team, so it's important to give them the best skills. One-touch pass and especially through passing are very efficient for ACF. And except for deep line forwards, there are just a few center forwards with these two skills. When they want to pass the ball to someone else or doing 1-2s in the front, these skills will be effective. I think every player needs one-touch passing through passing, so make sure to take it serious. A lot of people only go for a stunning when they want to shoot towards the goal. But if you use stunning passes quickly, you can move the ball so fast to the front and make it harder for your opponent to intercept it. You only have to do it so early because your player should do it with one touch. You saw in the videos I scored many goals using this, so don't forget to use it. Also in crosses, if you press the circle 2 times, your player will cross the ball on the ground so fast. And this could be very useful for those who don't have tall strikers. Next tip is actually 2 things about patience and anticipation. I've seen so many players that just pass the ball to the front line no matter what, and there are 2 things wrong with that. First, sometimes you don't have a safe option, and if you pass, you will end up losing the ball. And sometimes you pass the ball to your forward so early and you don't have any more options then. So as long as you have a free space with your ball carrier, go ahead. And if you didn't have a safe option, just pass the ball back. At least you won't lose the possession. Also, turning with your players is another thing that you need to use your patience. When the opponent is running to catch you or calls for teammate pressure, you can slowly turn to the other way. Basically, having more control over the ball means you can play much better. Now, I want to tell you an easy trick to score more free kicks and penalties. First, change your default free kick taker to a normal player. And when you had a free kick, change it to your best player. When you do this, your opponent thinks that you need more accuracy to shoot over the wall. But instead, you shoot exactly to the other way and score a goal. Same goes for penalties, just change your player and shoot to the middle. Next tip is about formations and why your tactics should be flexible. If you have a formation that you don't change its tactics against different opponents, you are doing wrong. For example, if you're using attacking fullbacks and your opponent is using wingers, you need to make them defensive or use defensive fullbacks. And just never enter the game before your opponents, because if they change something like bringing a bullet header, you will miss it. Therefore, your formation and tactics should depend on your opponents. Sometimes you need to change your playstyle, man marking a bullet header or tight marking wingers. So you shouldn't stick to one formation and just play the game. Next one is about giving your favorite skill to a specific player. I thought everyone knew it already, but apparently I was wrong. So you can see here I gave all of my random skills to these useless players. And whenever I wanted to give a skill to any of my players, I will select him and choose player fusion. Here I search for that skill and select that useless player who has it. Then with this amount of GPs I can give this skill to my player and the useless player will be gone forever, so make sure to do it right. With that being said, don't give your valuable random skills to any player. Because for example, if you randomly give man marking to your center forward, that will be a waste. So last time I said an important point about 1-2s and you guys find it very useful. Now this is something similar to 1-2s that maybe helps you. If you press the pass button with R2, the first player runs towards the second one to support him. So if you want your players to be more close together, you can use this. We have 2 types of goalkeepers in the game, which are attacking and defensive goalkeepers. Defensive ones will stick to their goals no matter what, but attacking goalkeepers will cover the space behind the defense automatically. So use an attacking goalkeeper if you can, but surely it doesn't worth it to bench a good defensive goalkeeper like Buffon or Schmeichel. If you look for the first part and more tricks, check my tutorials playlist on the channel.